Your accomplishments just compound one upon the other.
Khajiit defilers have... There is no hospitality here, stranger. Our village was attacked.
Who attacked you?
Khajiit pirates. They're raiding our village, taking slaves and supplies. I gathered our survivors here, but I won't leave without Leovata. Cursed cats! And where were the Dark Elves? Their fleet is supposed to guard the coast.
Who is Leovata?
My mate and our spiritual leader. She was in the village when the pirates attacked. I'm just an old salt rice farmer outsider. I beg you, find her and bring her back.
Okay, I'll go find her.
Leovata is a skilled mage, but she is still just one Saxleal. Please, find her and bring her back safely.
You said Lil was your spiritual leader? What do you mean?
She guides us to live in peace and simplicity. She is the sun and rain that nourishes our small group. We came here to follow her teachings, to escape the violence of the world and live uncomplicated lives.
So you won't fight the pirates?
We try to follow the pure stream, but that path isn't always easy. Instinct tells us to form a fist and strike, especially when the enemy is upon us. But we are not warriors. We have no weapons or armor, and we are afraid.
You're wearing a bow and arrows. What exactly is a Saxo?
We are the Saxleal. It's what we call ourselves in our native Gel tongue. Only the Smoothskins call us Argonians. We lived here peacefully, tending our fields, until the pirates set upon us.
Okay, what I can do. Wasp wrangling. I should never listen to Mullis. He said the mire wasp can be tamed. He even claimed that a lightweight harness made of string can be used on them. You would think I would have learned my lesson after the Culture Scales and Scrib Jelly to avoid getting Burns' fiasco, which was his last brilliant idea. For future reference, covering your hands with honey and trying to coax wasps into some degree of calmness doesn't work either, and their stings hurt. What a waste of good jar of jelly.
You are to blame for all this. You and your foolish mate. You will all pay for your disrespect. I will have my revenge.
Why, Egg Brother? Why couldn't you be content to stay with us in this warm, fertile place?
Who were you talking to?
Oh, my head. I thought you were my Egg Brother, Seeks the Night. He led them to us. He hated that my mate was the village elder. He even gave the invaders our sacred relics. Such treachery in our own clutch.
Perhaps I can help?
You are not Saxleal. Why would you help us? Still, I should not refuse such an offer. The Khajiit stole our sacred stones, and their sorceress took our Hist branch. We brought it all the way back from Black Marsh when we settled here.
I'll find your lost relics.
Hurry! The Khajiit do not care about what they stole. They could damage the relics. Can you get them back before that happens? If you do, meet me at the large rocks to the north of the village.
May I ask some questions?
I'll answer what I can, but ask quickly.
Where can I find the sorceress you mentioned?
They set up a tent for her along the shore. I'm sure you'll find her there, gloating over the treasure she stole from our village. And Six the Knight gave her the Hist branch as a gift. That's the most profane disrespect a Saxhleel can show.
Six the Knight is your brother?
Yes, as much as it pains me to admit it. My egg sack of a brother always believed he would be the next village elder, but Varazin was chosen instead. Six the Knight always hated Varazin, but to doom us to slavery, I spit on my own egg brother.
Scared me.
Hostilities ended. Now, to relax.
There it goes. I figured it had to kick off at some point. Alright, let's go do that real quick.
To Apocrypha with you.
Let's see if you can withstand the might of Gednaravel, Crimson Witch of Mournhold. The anchors, you destroy them in pain.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
Thank you. It was being weird.
What a novel setting. Might want to come back here someday. Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
I feel like the book should be around here somewhere. But I don't see it.
Libations are on you next time. Ha! quality goods.
All right, thank you so much for joining me. We're just continuing on right where we left off. I did my dailies.
I still fight. Ugh, dirt fungus. Onward and upward.
I played a lot
find,
of
Cole.
Elder Scrolls this weekend because of the double experience event. And I'm really enjoying it, but I'm also like a little tired. I've kind of re-fallen in love with it. I think just because enough time has gone by since I played it the previous times that it in some ways feels like a new game. Like I don't remember what is happening. Like enough, but not enough. If that makes sense.
Your fate is sealed.
The any chest hiding along here, so we'll continue on. Behind what? Okay. Did I just make it back? I just circled all the way back. Well, damn.
And tranquility. Hostilities ended. Now to relax. Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
I didn't see it. I only saw the wording to say unlock, and I was like, what?
Another chance at perfection. More funding for our research.
Reality and other falsehoods. It's easy to confuse illusion and an alteration. Both schools of magic attempt to create what is not there. The difference is in the rules of nature. Illusion is not bound by them, while alteration is. This may seem to indicate that alteration is the weaker of the two, but this is not true. Alteration creates a reality that is recognized by everyone. Illusion's reality is only in the mind of the caster and the target. To master alteration, first accept that reality is a falsehood. There is no such thing. A reality is a perception of greater forces oppressed upon us for their amusement. Some say that these forces are the gods, others that they are something beyond the gods. For the wizard, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the appeal, couched in the manner that cannot be denied. It must be assistant without being insulting. To master alteration, first accept that reality is a falsehood. There is no such thing. Our reality is a perception of greater forces impressed upon us for their amusement. Some say that these forces are the gods, others say that they are something beyond the gods. For the wizard, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the appeal couched in a manner that cannot be denied. Must be insistent that without being insulting. To cast alteration spells, it is to convince a greater power that it'll be easier to change reality as requested than to leave it alone. Do not assume that these forces are sentient. Our best guess is that they are like wind and water, persistent but not thoughtful. Just like directing the wind or water, diversions are easier than outright resistance. Express the spell as a subtle change, and it is more likely to be successful.
We can use this.
Xander, that is why I got it, you goof.
Distasteful.
Being blind. It shows a book here.
You are interrupting scholarship!
You found our stones.
I recovered
and
the relic.
branch?
Yes, I recovered the relics.
I'm glad my trust was well placed. To lose the hist branch, that would have been too much tragedy for me. Seeks the Knight has caused me more than enough pain. How could he betray us to the pirate slavers? Is his heart really so full of hate? The Khajiit use chains and locks to bind the captured villagers. Find them and set them free. It seems so simple when I say it, but I'm sure this river hides jagged rocks. It is beyond my abilities.
I'll find the key. Anything else?
Just a little advice. Start at that large tent. That's where I'd hide my key if I were a Khajiit. If you are not killed and left to the crabs, I will meet you at the meditation mound when you are finished.
I'll let such your people free.
Watch for Seeks the Knight. He is like a vile mist that slips through the narrowest of cracks.
Will it be safe for the villagers to return to the Silent Mire?
Once free, they will hide in the marsh until the Khajiit are done looting our village. They're lazy creatures, easily distracted. They will grow bored and depart long before they can capture us again.
What about your belongings? Don't you want them back?
Only the sacred stones and the hissed branch matter. Anything else they take is just a thing, unimportant and easily replaced. But the villagers, they cannot be replaced. Please, save them.
I feel feisty.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Have you come to free me? Light it up!
Can I not interact with her?
Arrogant dry skin, meddling in the affairs of the Saxhalil.
You must be the Seeks the Night.
And you're an outsider fumbling around in events you don't understand. Leave this place before you do something you'll regret.
Done quite a few things in my time here.
I'd almost given up hope.
There's 3 of them changing that.
We can use this.
Flea-bitten, mangy Khajiit. Those opportunistic, vile, simpering creatures are unworthy of the lives they possess.
What are you doing out here?
I'm watching the pirates and letting my anger rise like the ocean at high tide. The Khajiit must pay for their attack on our village, but my courage hasn't yet reached the level of my anger. I demand vengeance.
What would you have me do?
Burn their boats, kill the bastards, but most of all, get their wretched captain. I want Captain Sadir dead. He sleeps in his ship's rigging while we suffer. Ring the ship's warning bell to wake the cur. Here, use this torch to burn their boats.
Sure, I'll do what you ask.
So you've met the Argonians of Silent Mire. Peaceful, meditative, calm, accepting. Well, not me. Our home was attacked. My friends killed. Of course I'm angry. Vengeance will make me feel better. So pile those cat corpses high.
No fighting. An opportunity for erudition. Well, what did you get? Going to need a moment. I'm not a young man.
You persist in annoying me. You are as irritating as a marsh fly. Why try to mend what is already broken beyond repair?
Show yourself and we can settle this.
You've spent too much time with miserable dark elves and stupid Nords. I'll not be baited by your taunts. I'm long gone from this place, fool. You're speaking to an echo. You cannot harm me any more than you can hurt your own shadow.
I'll find a way to stop you.
And I will enjoy watching you fumble and fail. Go back to my sister and tell her of her thin-scaled mate's failure. Varazine was never worthy to lead the village. He couldn't stop me, and he was never worthy of my sister.
We'll see. Reap.
The villagers captured by the Khajiit.
Yes, I met the Seeks of the Night, or a shadow of him. Fortunately, he has fled the area.
He fears vengeance for all he's done, and he's right to be afraid. But he forgets the power of the Hist. I believe we can use the Hist to force him to return. Perhaps that is why he took the branch and gave it to the Khajiit in the first place.
How can we make him return?
It's said a Saxhleel can sometimes be called home by the Hist. I'll give you the branch. Use it to mark the door to my brother's home. If it summons him, kill Seeks the Night. Kill my...
I'll kill your brother. It'll be my pleasure.
Good find, cohort. They want to fight, do they?
mist calls to me, pulls me back.
It was pretty easy for a takedown for a guy that talked big.
Another chance at perfection. Ew. Be sure to
The
wash your
temple
hands.
appears as a nest disturbed. The dark elves swarm.
You have returned. Is he?
It's done. Seeks the Night is dead.
The traitor is dead. But that brings me no joy. I can only hope that Silent Mire will be left in peace once more. I'll return the branch to Lielvata. Take this, friend. It's not much, but it's what we can spare.
Must be in the building.
You look a little blood-stained. Smells like Khajiiti blood. Smells like victory.
The pirate captain is dead.
Then perhaps you understand how delicious revenge can be. Every insult and every slight must be returned in kind. You honor us, friend. Take this, and kill any who may wrong you.
Oh no, my poor wasps.
Dearest, I will not be
Let it
in.
sit with you.
I will not be in.
Novel erudition always makes me heady.
Xander, jeez. I will not be in port for long, but I do have enough time to spare for a pot of tea with these friendly Argonians and to draft a few quick letters. When the tide shifts, I will be at
Can you
sea
use
once
that
more,
in your craft?
pursuing these dastardly Rhaenyra pirates. Perfidious Kahit. I will pursue those pirates to the world's edge if I need be. You embarrass me with your constant need for declarations of undying love, but rest assured that I echo your sentiments in return. Lately, I have been preoccupied. The raid on our shores trying to claim our lands as their own. I always knew cats were territorial, but these Kahiti raiders pursue this as an obsession. Those pirates are relentless. On the rare occasions when we capture one, it's always the same frustrating dialogue. They are quick to speak of territorial rights and political reform, and so on and so forth. But really, I know the truth. They are little more than smugglers and sea raiders popping up their criminal activities behind the facade of ideals. They lie, and they shall pay. They scowl, these pirates. They sneer even when held in bonds. They take pride in their contemptuous nature. In fact, it is reflected in their very name, the Rhaenyra Crin. I've heard it translated as the mercenary's grin or the smiling scum. The scum. It suits them well, but I prefer to call a knave a knave. They are smugglers and pirates and thieves to the last filthy cat. The Rhaenyra are swaggering fools. Do you know what the so-called code of their order is called? The foolish concepts. Fools. I've intercepted their logs and records, and I know their ways. They kill without hesitation. They espouse bravery, yet run away when confronted with justice. They curry favor by giving trinkets to the poor, then they claim to be benefactors when stealing from those of privilege. A thief is still a thief. Such insolence. They remind me of that servant we used to employ, the one who deigned to teach you how to dance. Do you remember him? The swarthy fellow who kept trying to meet with you privately. What cheek. Or the gardener who lurked by your bedroom window while I was away. Or the mason who would linger in our salon pretending to work while while staring at you? Knaves. The world is full of knaves. Know that I do this for more than my need to protect you and yours. I do this to protect our kingdom. I do this to secure our high king's domain by sea. Those knavish cats will never prevail. Forgive me for my digression. My need for justice consumes me. I fear I will be at sea pursuing the Rangeri for several more months, along with the crew of the Wrath of Glenumbra. Yet I await the day I shall return to you. In answer to your last query, yes, we can afford to hire those workers you requested to build an extension on the house. Make sure they aren't shirking their duties. You'll have to watch them closely. I've nearly drained my teapot and worn out my welcome with these spiritual lizard folk, so I must be away. Rest assured those pirates won't escape the relentless efforts of the Breton Navy. I remain, as always, your affectionate and loving Captain Augustus. What's up, lady?
You startled me. I thought you were a Khajiiti pirate.
What are you doing in here?
I couldn't just leave the wasps. I made a mixture that fooled them into thinking we're part of their hive. I thought they'd be wonderful guard creatures, but not so much. But I've got a new formula that should turn them into an angry army.
An army against the pirates? What do you need?
Let's see, a half-dozen wasp gizzards. But then you would have to get to my hut on the shore to make the concoction. I left my alchemy journal there. When it's made, toss the mixture onto the tree outside my hut. That will rile the wasps up.
Okay, I'll take care
I
of
thought
it.
the wasps could be useful. I had some success with the process, as you can see by my sweet Chezik here. But they are skittish creatures, especially when they reach their full size.
Not even gonna bother to ask. We'll just go get it. To make the furry concoction, grind 1 wasp gizzard into 3 lumps of troll fat and 2 pinches of wisp light powder. That makes a single dose. Important for each additional dose made, add 1 extra pinch of powder. What was it? 1 wasp to 3 lumps of troll fat and 2 pinches of wisp. Okay. Got it.
Hey! What the?
Oh, I almost went after that poor wasp.
Quality material
they're now friendly
makes
with
for
us.
quality goods.
You're back, and you're not full of stinger holes.
I made the mixture. The wasp became very angry.
I heard their angry buzzing from here, and the yelps of the Khajiit. That's wonderful. You would make a good alchemy apprentice, but some other time. I've too much to do right now.
Ah, your search for knowledge continues.